Coming up, changing the requirements on who needs to quarantine within the Sioux Falls School District.
And making even more wishes come true. Why the South Dakota and Montana Make-A-Wish chapters are merging. Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Firefighters from 3 counties were called to a fire in western KELOLAND yesterday afternoon. In a post on its Facebook page, the Pennington County Fire Service says shortly after 2:30 Wednesday afternoon, crews were called to the 2000 block of Wilsey Road for a fire on the Meade County side of Cheyenne River.
The fire service also posted these pictures to its Facebook page. The post also says crews from Pennington, Meade, and Haken counties have responded to the fire. A second suspect wanted in connection with a shooting early Saturday morning in northwest Sioux Falls is waking up behind bars this morning. Sioux Falls police say 18-year-old Jamal Douglas turned himself in at the jail Tuesday afternoon. During the shooting, one person was shot 4 times but had non-life-threatening injuries.
Police arrested 18-year-old Awada Lee on aggravated assault charges. Douglas also faces aggravated assault charges. Investigators are still trying to identify a third shooter. Turning to weather now, fall weather is making an appearance here in KELOLAND.
But how long will it stick around? Let's find out with meteorologist Scott Munt.
Well, be prepared for it to stick around straight through the weekend. In fact, we're even looking at areas of frost as we go into tonight for central and eastern KELOLAND. In the meantime, it will be a cool day, but not as windy as what we've had over the past couple of days. Sure, the winds will be strong during the morning, but I think they will die down as we go through the afternoon. Expect temperatures to feel like more mid-October than beginning of October. That'll probably last through Sunday across eastern KELOLAND. And we continue to watch that chance for rain on Saturday. More details on your forecast coming up with Brian Karstens.
Thanks, Scott. Yesterday, the Sioux Falls School Board voted unanimously to make a revision in their Return to Learn plan. The updated plan says if a student or teacher tests positive, their close contacts could stay in school as long as everyone was wearing a mask.
However, if a close contact develops symptoms or not everyone was wearing a mask, they may still need to stay home.
Wyoming, Nebraska, Iowa, those are some surrounding states we know that are basically having the same plan that we're looking to go to. So we can also not just look at our district, we can look at how they're doing. Wyoming has a very good website on what they've studied at the last 6 weeks in their school districts as to what has happened in their schools with spread and so forth. So we can rely on that as well to help us make these decisions.
The plan goes into effect starting today. Voters are hoping for a better debate the next time the 2 presidential candidates square off. We talked with several on Wednesday who were disappointed with how the first one played out Tuesday night between President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden, with the 2 candidates interrupting and insulting each other.
I am a Republican, so I do support Trump and what he is going for as a president, but last night it was pretty messy all together.
I expected more, as far as them answering the questions on different policies, but instead it just turned out to be a battle of who could insult who the most. It was a total show. I was embarrassed.
In a statement, the Commission on Presidential Debates said it will announce changes to the debate format to ensure a more orderly discussion of the issues. Both presidential contenders will face off again on October 15th.
Make-A-Wish South Dakota now has a new name. The chapter known for granting wishes to kids living with critical illnesses is now called Make-A-Wish South Dakota and Montana.
The 2 chapters have joined forces to form one chapter. The president and CEO says it could mean more wishes granted in Montana.
They've built some great community support, but a lack of resources has not allowed them to get out and really make connections with people, do medical outreach to find more kids who are wish eligible. And so through our efforts with medical outreach, with engaging volunteers and raising funds, we hope that we'll be able to find even more kids across the state that are eligible for wishes.
The realignment became official in September. It's a birthday that one Sioux Falls teen won't forget. It may look like just a pizza party with friends, but 16-year-old Trevor Anderson just returned from Madonna Rehabilitation Hospital's Omaha campus.
He was in a car crash about 10 weeks ago. He suffered several injuries, including a traumatic brain injury.
I want to thank my family, friends, people from Madonna, inpatient and outpatient, and first responders, and the people who called 911 for me. They saved my life.
He did rehab in Omaha for about 8 weeks. His parents say he received a Spirit of Madonna award for remaining positive and having a good attitude while there. And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens.
All right, weather this morning and heading into tonight, it looks cool. Frost advisories in effect tonight, East River mainly here, as numbers are close to that freezing mark by daybreak tomorrow morning. So we'll continue to update you on the forecast there. But right now we're going about 33 in Sioux Falls and 33 in Aberdeen. Some cloud cover today reinforcing our cool temperatures, along with a breeze out of the north at 15 to 25. Looks like tonight there will be some high clouds. That's interesting here. They're not much, but sometimes even just a few of those clouds can make a difference on the overnight lows. And then as we head into your Friday, we'll likely see some thickening clouds and perhaps a few hits of showers rolling in. Sioux Falls probably more by Friday evening, early Saturday morning. So keep an eye on that for the start of your weekend. All of that's going to reinforce cooler temperatures. Let's jump to tonight. Our forecast tonight is again 33 Sioux Falls and Brookings, 34 Mitchell. We are forecasting a continuation of 50s tomorrow in Sioux Falls and Aberdeen. Mostly cloudy skies for the afternoon, and then those rain showers tomorrow night into Saturday in Sioux Falls. We are expecting warmer weather next week, pretty likely, with Aberdeen getting back in the 70s by Monday. And we're pretty confident, too, southerly winds will aid that cause. Here, we may end up adding a little shower chance as we watch this Friday night disturbance. Otherwise, look at next week. Upper 70s and even Rapid City could get close to 80 by Tuesday. Check out more details with our Storm Center update right now at KELOLAND.com and have yourself a great day.